Well, four-time world champion Danny Green believes the world is Daniel Geale's oyster following his comprehensive victory over Anthony Mundine.
And not surprisingly, Green didn't paint such a rosy picture of his great rival. Julian de Stoop spoke with the Green Machine in Melbourne.
Well, it was a fight that caught the imagination of the Australian public, and one person with a very keen eye on the result was Danny Green. And Danny, you pretty much predicted that Daniel Geale would win on points. He did, so I guess you probably weren't too surprised with the result. No,
it wasn't a surprise. It was going to be that way. Geale was always going to win in a unanimous points decision. I think he was going to ever threaten knocking Chock out, and he did the job and did, I guess, what was a formality, really.
From the bits of the fight that you did see, you're a bit surprised that Anthony wasn't a little bit more aggressive, given you could see early on in the fight that Daniel was clearly on top.
Yeah, Geale did a great job, and you know, he's a class act and a fine athlete, but I was not surprised at all. Chock's a cat, and he's proven that through his whole career. He's rarely taken chances, and he's occasionally, in his, I think, 45 bouts, I think he's fought 3 or 4 blokes that can fight back. So I'm not surprised at all, and you know, it's just hats off to Geale. I think we're worried too much about what the other Palookas, you know, on about, and focusing less on who won the fight. I think, you know, Geale should be given full credit.
The future now for both guys. First of all, Daniel Geale, where does he go from here?
Don't know. It's up to him. It's really up to him who he wants to fight. If he wants to, you know, put the money that he made last night in his pockets and take a real big punt and bring out a big name, then he can do that. That's what he should do. Put his hands in his pockets for the money he made last night, dip into that, and have a real punt and give the punters over here what they want to see, or he can go overseas and fight someone overseas. The world's his oyster at the moment as far as the boxing goes. He's you know, he's a world champion, and he's a class act, and he's up there with any of the guys at the moment that are out there in his division. And the other guy, I don't know.
Is there another fight left in him?
I don't know, and I don't really care. So, you know, he doesn't really. I don't think about the guy too much, apart from when he says nice things about me in the media. That's it.
And a few people suggesting today your name's always linked with Anthony Mundine again, another fight. Any interest?
Like I said, man, I've moved onwards and upwards and left him behind. You know, we all have a shocking night, and I had a shocker, you know, nearly 7 years ago. Fought as a ghost, and you win some, you lose some. But since then, I've won 3 world titles and knocked out a future Hall of Famer, and won back my world title after getting knocked out twice in exciting bouts. So for me, I'm pretty happy. I moved on a long time ago, and you know, my legacy is going to outgrow his the longer the future and our lives go on. What I achieved, you know, is going to be much greater than what he's achieved. Although he's achieved a hell of a lot in annoying people.
And how's life been for you since you defeated Shane Cameron here in Melbourne a couple of months ago? You enjoying life? You missing the training, missing the competitiveness of fighting?
Oh, I'm keeping fit, keeping the eye in, and just you know, staying sharp. My daughter turns 11 pretty soon, so it won't be long before she hits the teenage years. So this old boy's got to keep her nick, and you know, keep the wolves at bay, and chase the little punks around. But no, I'm chilled, mate. I'm relaxed and having a good time, and just getting on with life. And you know, I'm not too sure what the future holds.
Fishing's going well.
Fishing's going extremely well. Catching a few beauties.